Have you guys ever applied to a job and right after you click submit, you know that you're not going to get the job? Like you just have a sixth sense that develops. And this is from experience. Like maybe you guys applied to many jobs. You guys have probably spent an hour, 90 minutes on each job application, and you guys have been tailoring a resume and cover letter just for that one job. And right after you click submit, you kind of already know that you're not going to get the job.
Such update. I have received so many rejections email to the point where I know when I'm getting rejected. For example, if I applied or interview for a company, let's say Monday of this week, and I haven't heard anything back from them Friday of that week, chances that I'm getting rejected is probably the Sunday of that week or the Friday of next week. Today's a Friday. I already got like 4 different rejections ish. That's kind of low, I know, compared to you guys, but still. I have a vision that this Sunday I'm going to get more rejections, which is totally.
Yes, so if that's you, you're definitely not alone. Like I've been applying to so many different jobs, right? I've spent like countless hours applying to these jobs. Many different, some from being a software engineer, programmer, full stack web developer, even a technology assistant, administrative assistant, whatever. Like, man, like, I swear, you just know at the back of your head, like, and it's from experience, pattern rejection. Huh, it's funny to say, had experience getting rejected from almost everywhere we applied to, with maybe one interview out of the whole year. It just feels kind of pointless. Like, why are you wasting your time? I tell you, right? 90 minutes to apply to one job. Like, if you work at catering, maybe you earn $24 an hour. The time you spent applying to that one job, you would have earned $36. Um, or maybe even if you don't go into catering, like just any minimum wage job, right? Like, it's almost like you would make more money working a minimum wage job than applying for the job that maybe you went to school for, you got degrees in, you got a lot of certifications in, etc. I mean, oh man, don't forget about all that time it took to get those certifications. And if you're applying for these jobs, it's not even like a human process anymore. Like you're getting rejected by an ATS, an AI. Hell, you'd probably even have to use like an AI like ChatGPT or whatever, like just to tailor a cover letter and resume to every single job that you apply to. Because, like, if you weren't, then how would you even find the time, the mind space, and energy to, like, pretty much write a whole new essay for each job that you want to apply to? And sometimes, like, they already made their minds, like they've picked someone internally, maybe some of their golf buddy or whoever, and they just put it up there to impress shareholders, to say that we're hiring, like pretend that they're expanding, when they're really not. I mean, you guys see like a lot of companies like Amazon laying a bunch of people off. They're cutting costs, saving money, etc. in their minds. And sometimes, like, recruiters, HR, like, they craft a rejection template once and they send out like what, 700 of them, like just to feel productive, like they're doing actual work. I mean, I don't want to knock work of like people who just send a boilerplate rejection to 700 people, like, it only takes maybe a few minutes to do it. But man, like, these guys have like spent like all their free time applying to these jobs, like 90 minutes to apply to one. And you'd be lucky if you can even get consideration, like if you can even get the HR recruiter or just some ATS to let you know if you're going to get an interview. I mean, after a while, you kind of start to recognize the red flags, like recognize, a couple of different cues that you're not even going to be considered, right? Like that going to get rejected as soon as you submit that application. They want you to jump through a bunch of different hoops. They want you to have like 6 different programming languages, 3 years experience in doing XYZ, all that stuff, and then the pay's at the entry level. Keyword is only the pay that's at the entry level, but not all the requirements and qualifications. Maybe you guys see those easy apply on LinkedIn. I mean, it's like probably like 5,000 people already clicked on that button. It's a quick apply. Most likely they're not going to get back to you unless they're a scammer, because you got some scammers on LinkedIn too. You guys just get ghosted, right? You gotta laugh at some point because it's like mentally exhausting, like very draining, man. It's almost like this thing becomes predictable. At first, you might have a bunch of energy to apply to all these jobs. You might have graduate from college. You're excited about getting that first job, and you apply to a bunch of them, and then all of a sudden, like you get burnt out. Like it's more almost like more stress than if you were actually working. I tell you, you know the worst part about it is that like you spent like 30, 40 hours applying to these jobs. Like it's almost like a whole work week. You feel burnt out and you earn nothing, man. You earn nothing from all of that. It's like in fact like you might feel like you need some therapy and all of that, which is expensive too. Like you start to question, like you start to have like problems with self-esteem, like are you really good enough, like do you need more skills, like you get those skills, and like the results are pretty similar. It's almost like they didn't even read your cover letter. They made you do one but they didn't even read it. I mean, who can feel great like writing, like spending a bunch of time like writing an essay that nobody's gonna read, and it's like so demoralizing. And then it's not like you just do it once, it's like countless amount of times. You know, like I don't know if any of you guys looking for jobs, if you've ever had this conversation with people who have jobs, who are working. Maybe they're extremely fortunate, they just don't realize how fortunate they are. They say something like oh, tailor your resume and cover letter, uh, XYZ. Oh, try harder, apply more. Like it's so easy for them to say because like you know they're working jobs, they're like earning some money and all this stuff. And, you know, like you might feel like you're working harder than them, like doing more work than them, and like you earn nothing, right? I mean, if you're one of those guys who has jobs and someone tells you about like how hard it is to find jobs, like try to have some empathy, man. I mean, you know, now it's almost like we have a like it's not even negativity at this point. It's just reality. We're just like telling you our experiences. Like we've been trying. Like we graduated from college maybe a couple of years ago. Like we've been trying for years, man. Like 1, 2 years. It's almost like this badge of honor. Like you've applied to so many jobs that you kind of know like how the system works, that it wasn't really designed to help you. You know, and then it's almost like again you'd make more money working at the minimum wage. Like let's say like for example the minimum wage is like $15 an hour, so that, and then it takes you like 90 minutes to apply to a job, so it's like $15, and then you have another $7.50 as a half hour, right? Like so guys, like I don't know where the minimum wage is where you live, but we say 15 to keep the example simple. That 90 minutes you would spend applying to that one job, you would have earned $22.50 somewhere else. And again, especially if you guys work in catering, that's like $36 for the amount of time you spent applying to that one job. So it's like, why would we want to do it? You know, I mean, you know, like went to college for this. I graduated in computer science. Like, we spent 4 years, maybe 6 years, trying to learn this stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys went for masters or whatever, but like that's even worse. Like, you spent 6 years learning this stuff. Some of you maybe even 10 years. and you want to make use of the skills that you learned. Like maybe you earned degrees in it, you want to make use of it, and that's why applying to these jobs. But when you think about the opportunity cost economic wise, it almost doesn't even make any sense. It's like a lottery ticket, man. Anyways, guys, I mean that's my rant for today. Like, if you guys get that sixth sense, that gut feeling right after you apply for a job that you're not gonna get it, I mean, let me know in the comment space. Like, I want to know, like, if any of you guys have that sixth sense where you can kind of just sense it, or if maybe I'm the only one who can. Anyways, guys, you let me know. I mean, if you guys are out there, you're grinding, you're applying, you're getting ghosted from these jobs, like, just know I see you. I see you guys, because I'm one of them too. Hit subscribe if you want more honest takes, no fake positivity, just real talks about the messy side of like job hunting. I'm gonna be doing some college rants and etc. because I definitely do feel like higher education and college is part of this problem too. Because like it's almost like we pay to go to college. Like we've been paying, we've been doing all that work, especially if some of you guys are in college. Like some of those classes went asynchronous, or they just come on Zoom. Like the professors, like they seem like they couldn't be bothered to be there. Like their service is not great and everything. It almost seems like even in a tough economy like this one, that these guys from the colleges, like especially like university presidents, the investing departments and all of that, like they're the only ones making money, and it's at the suffering and expense of their students and former students. Oh guys, and they have the nerve to ask us for donations when we've literally given them all the money that we've had plus more, because we have student loans too, and now we're just fighting to maybe pay rent, have some food to eat, get a job in general, like any job, even the ones the minimum wage, and fighting to pay the student loan back on top of that as well. All right, guys. I mean, I guess it's time for me to get rejected by another ATS. See you in the next video. Take care.